You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Meantime, are about to jet out to the 2023 World Swimming Championships in Fukuoka, Japan. Among them will be Erika Fairweather. She's going to swim the 200, 400 and 800 metre freestyle, as well as a couple of relays at the New Zealand Champs back in April, which doubled as trials for the World Champs. Erika Fairweather became the sixth fastest woman of all time in the 400 metre freestyle, stopping the clock at 4 minutes, 0.62 seconds. Erika Fairweather with us. How's your build-up been to the World Champs, Erika?
Yeah, so post-trials, we've kind of been working on different things, particularly skills and turns. We've been at home putting in the miles, but we've also been doing camps in Auckland to try and get some long course training, which has been cool.
As far as that time in the 400 free, I know there was a lot of talk around that time that you might dip under the 4 minute mark. Is that something that you feel is really achievable for you now?
Oh, 100%. Like, it's been on the cards for a while now. I think I said it at Opens. It was like, it's a matter of when, not if anymore. So hoping to pull that out of the bag next week.
When you're looking for what are quite small time, increases or decreases, I guess, as the case may be, where are you focusing your attention to try and shave even split seconds off your time?
Yeah, well, I mean, I train, 20 plus hours a week for a 4 minute race.
Yep.
So it's pretty ridiculous, and we've got to find those margins somewhere. So we're really honing in on skills, like turns and that. I think there's been a massive area of improvement for me lately.
So what are you doing better at apart from getting in and out of the turn quicker, how have you improved your turns over the last little while?
It's been a real technical thing. We've had a lot of film analysis and feedback coming back from that to try and, figure out which way is actually fastest for me to get off the wall.
Have you changed that? Has that been a change? Are you doing it differently now than the way you used to?
There's been little tweaks with like head placement and that kind of thing, but we've just tried to keep it at a minimal for now, and then hopefully see how that works out and if we can do it better going forward towards Paris. It's
an incredibly competitive event, isn't it? The 400 free for women. Summer McIntosh breaking the world record, Olympic champion Ariane Titmus, reigning world champion Katie Ledecky. Man, what a field to be a part of. What's it like being in that company?
Oh, it's absolutely phenomenal. Like you said, we've got the world record holder, the Olympic champion, and the world champion all in one race. I mean, the quality of swimming is just so high in this race. I don't actually know if there's another race that, you're in a field quite so tough.
So do you feel like you've got the pace and the potential to knock one of them off the podium in Japan?
I'd love to think I could. I don't get the opportunity to race these girls very often. They're, from overseas and that kind of thing. So it'll just be a kind of down to the day kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough. And you mentioned Paris there before. Is what you're doing now, do you have your focus on the Paris Olympics, or the World Champs are still a pretty big deal, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. World Champs are so important. And they kind of set you up for Paris next year anyway, so it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah, fair enough. And you've added the 800 free. Why have you decided to do that event as well?
Yeah, it's a bit of a random one. I've kind of only recently picked it up. I've always had the ability to do 800s. We kind of just put it on pause when trying to qualify for Tokyo and that. And obviously when Tokyo went well with the 400, we kind of just stuck to our guns. But I think there's a real opportunity now for the 800 to become a big part of my program as well. The field's wide open, and I'd love to take one of those spots.
Wow. Okay. So could you do, because you're doing 200 free as well, so could you do 2, 4 and 8 at an Olympics, for example?
Yeah. So swimming meets are quite long. The one in World Champs is 8 days, and the Olympics is usually 9. So 3 events spread out over that many days is pretty doable, really.
How much of a tactical race is the 800 free, given the fact that you're out there for, obviously twice as long as the 400 free? Is the 800 a more tactical race?
Oh, absolutely. The 800 is a really strategical race. I think, lots of girls will go out fast in the first half and come back slower. Some will do the opposite. It's just really a mixed bag of how everyone races it, which makes it so interesting.
Yeah. And do you enjoy the 200?
Yeah, I do enjoy the 200. I get to use my speed and a bit of pace for that one, and usually the margins are a lot smaller in that one, so it's a bit more exciting.
Outstanding. And then, so beyond this, then beyond Japan, do you then start to bring Paris into full focus? What's the story around qualification times and things like that, and when you have to swim those times? Because obviously you'll make them, no doubt. But is there a period during which you have to swim a certain time?
Yeah, so we actually have another World Champs before Paris next year. We have one in Doha in February. So that's going to be a qualifying meet for us for the Olympics. And then we've also got New Zealand trials in April next year to try qualify as well.
All right. So do you feel on track? Do you feel like, what are we now, just over a year out from the next Olympic Games? Do you feel like you're on track for something pretty special in Paris?
Oh, absolutely. I think I'm the most comfortable and confident I've been in my swimming career yet. So to be able to be a year out and feeling so good is just, it's incredible.
What's behind that, Erika? What is making you feel so comfortable and confident right now?
I think I've just had experience now on the world stage. Going into Tokyo in 2021, I was kind of relatively new to senior swimming. And now that I've been in it, last year was a massive year with Commie Games and World Champs again. So having swum at both of those under different conditions makes me way more comfortable going into World Champs and Olympics next year.
Outstanding. Well, it's always great to catch up with you. Safe travels and all the best at the upcoming World Champs. Can't wait to see how you get on in all of these different disciplines.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Erika. Erika Fairweather there, one of 16 New Zealand swimmers in the team to fly to the World Swimming Champs in Fukuoka. They take off tomorrow afternoon. Erika Fairweather, obviously one of our big medal chances. Lewis Clareburt is the other one that jumps out from this squad of 16. We'll certainly keep you right up to date with how they go at the World Swim Champs in Japan once they get underway. I believe they're underway next weekend. We'll keep an eye on it anyway. Make sure that you know all of the action in terms of who's ending up on the podium or close to it. That 400 free is incredible. As Erika just said, the current world record holder, the Olympic champion and the world champion. They're all three different swimmers, and her, Erika, who can swim pretty much as fast as all of them or close to it. So it's an incredibly competitive event in swimming right now. Look forward to seeing how she goes at the World Champs as we also look ahead to the Olympics next year.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.